Target. Listen to me. Target, are you full-blown racist? Is something wrong with you? Listen, if the people at Target who are making the decisions made the decisions that they made for this Halloween costume that was on the thumbnail, fire them all. Fire them all. Unless this country and its board members, its C-suite executives, all inherently understand the systemic racism and maybe still engage in it? I don't know. Did you see the Target costume? That's already off the shelves. Not because it's... Oh, come on, internet. My internet's fine. I think it's YouTube blocking me. Stop it. Hit subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Don't let YouTube mute this, okay? All right. But it's off the shelves. Target pulled it. I fact-checked it. It's true. Target's already apologized. I don't know, Target. It seems like you do something very racist every couple of years. I'm pretty sure this is now a pattern developed. And also, Donald Trump says Dolly Parton loved him. Who did? I mean, according to Donald Trump, who doesn't? You know what I mean? Seriously, think about that. He's the greatest negotiator of the world. He's the best at everything, and everybody likes him, according to him. What a wonderful world. I'm sure Donald Trump, you'll hear him say like, oh, that song, I Will Always Love You, was about me. Dolly secretly wrote it about me. We're going to get into all of it on today's show. Welcome. I'm Rob. I'm your host in this absolute hellscape of an internet that we have where shit just is pumped in your face every single second. Hey, did you look at this? Click on this banner ad. I miss the simpler times where Tom on MySpace was telling us to ask Jeeves about it. I wonder if Jeeves from Ask Jeeves was ever on MySpace. My fucking dog. I tried to invite you in before and you were an a-hole. Okay? And now you want to come in? Now? Very sorry, folks. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll throw something funny up for you. There you go. Eat that. God damn, you fucking mutt. You know, I invited you in. And you were an absolute jerk to me. And now you're like, oh, well, let me in. You know what? I'm not in a mood today. You go sit in the corner. Anyways. All right, let's say some hellos. Let's say hello. If you're here, raise your hand. That means say hi in the chat. I'm not taking attendance. Sardion is here. Winterlind is here. Smoking Blondie is here. /Builds is here. Duffy here. Lindsay here. Jess. By the way, Jess, owe you a big thank you. Jess rated my Twitch stream last night, which was super cool because I hit an all-time high of viewers. Really, really proud of myself. And I wasn't even doing good. I was sucking it up. I was sucking the barrel, as somebody's probably said. But I play Fortnite on Twitch. Fortnite at night. Oh, that's what I should have called it. God damn, Fortnite at night. There it is. Fortnite at night. If you like to watch somebody play Fortnite while I just scream because people keep sneaking up on me, don't do that, by the way. If you play Fortnite, don't sneak up on people. Like, show yourself. Shoot your gun in the air a few times, you know, and then come at me, bro. These fucking kids, man. I don't even know where they are. I'm like, what are you, invisible? Anyways, just big thank you to Jess. She rated my stream last night, and, you know, when you're having a tough night, you don't play video games, number one. But when you're having a tough night and you're playing video games and these children keep smoking you, and you're like, oh, that's it. I don't know if I'm ever playing this again. I don't like throw controllers or anything. I just get emotionally tired and burnt. But that was super kind of you, so I really appreciate it, Jess. Also, Jess, you were right. AI was wrong. It's 25 followers to get affiliated, and you need a couple other doodads and doohickeys turned on, so I did all that. I did my research. I set it all up. Let's see if I get affiliated. Thank you, Jess. Go support Jess on Twitch, too. I finally figured out how to set a stream. I set a stream for Twitch tonight at 8:15. We're gonna try to get smoked some more in Fortnite. And hey, if you play Fortnite, you want to play, you want to see how bad I am, let's hook up. I'm trying to get Just to play Fortnite with me. Cage, what's up? Duffy, virtual reality for me. Alchemy, energy, Nightshade, Smoking. I already said hi to Smoking to Jess. Thanks for coming to my Twitch. Oh, Cage, hit up Jess's Twitch. That's fucking awesome. See, I love this community. Randy's here saying, I love Donald Trump because he's in the Epstein file and wants to bang his daughter. Tia, haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been well. I love your posts, Tia. I love your posts. Sean Shea, hope I helped you. You 100% did. You 100% did. That's why I took a moment to say, Jess, you're fucking rad. Tyrese, chicken cordon bleu. Yeah, I'm sure that's up next on the regime's agenda. Have I been liking your posts? I like them every time I see them, of course. I try to comment too, so you know I'm not, because you can't see who likes your things. Trump is saving this country. You're just a lazy liberal. You wish I was a liberal, so I was on your side, Phantom Ray. This is why we need to educate, especially MAGA, because they're like, look, you're just a liberal. And I'm like, dude, I am the far left, radical, woke boogeyman that Donald Trump warns you about. I want to come out from underneath your bed and be like, we're going to give you free healthcare and we're going to tax those billionaires you get down and worship on your knees every night. You know, we're gonna tax those billionaires at 100%, so they have to be millionaires. They're gonna have to be 999 millionaires. Well, you're bragging to all the billionaires, hey guys, look at me, I got no gag reflex, you need some banana. I'm out here being like, tax those motherfuckers, man. They're about to put a microchip in your brain and vaccine you to death. Is that what you're scared of? I don't know. That's what we should just start saying. Hey man, these billionaires just want to vaccine you with microchips. You know, maybe that will wake them up. That'll get their attention. That's all you gotta say around MAGA. Vaccine. And they're like, huh? Not my body, my choice. And it's like, oh, that's a funny phrase. That's a funny phrase to come out of a red-hatted twat's mouth. Oh, I gotta watch my language. I keep getting demonetized on YouTube. Probably. Oh, this guy, Jack Morgan, not taking attendance, but you are a truant, my friend. You are a truant in this League of Legends. Taxing billionaires isn't far left. Bizarre. I love that name. Bizarre. That's right. It isn't really far left. It's really not. It's like centrist at best. Most of the world does it. It's just in the far right twatology of the political ecosystem here in America. It's considered the woke radical left, you know, because we're like, the billionaires shouldn't even exist. And we're not even citing the guillotine yet. You know, we're not citing the guillotine. We're just citing like they shouldn't exist in the way that like they didn't earn that money and they should just be content with 999 million. You know, like I'm pretty sure most of the Epstein clientele didn't have $1 billion. They were like 999 millionaires. So maybe we should put a cap on that. Oh, anyways. Let's see. Before we get into all the news. We should give more tax breaks to billionaires while taking away health insurance from millions of Americans and give money to Israel where they have universal health care. Mic'd. I like that. Mic'd. Unless it's Mike D. Can I just call you Mic'd? Because, you know, if your last name, if you are Mike D, you should just go by Mic'd. Introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Mic'd. I'm Mic'd. How are you? I'm the past tense of that Mike. But yeah, and you know, we pay for Israel's universal health care. You're paying for health. Oh, you're paying for universal health care. All right, MAGA. You just didn't know it. Dipper says, I'll vote for any pervert in the Epstein files in 2028. That's a weird take, but okay. End Iraq's healthcare. We're just paying for everything, man. The United States is paying for everything except for the things MAGA like can't comprehend. They're like, by the way, Skyjack Morgan, what was the thing? What were we were just talking about you the other day. What the fuck was it? Discord or no. You do the stream Twitch. You do the river stream. What the fuck's it called? Oh, my brain is glitching. Skyjack Morgan, I had questions for you about how you take callers. Yeah, I have to figure it out. Sorry. It's just you're here, so I had to address it. Are you going live soon? Okay, so there is a lot of news. Email me, bro. Is that like trust me, bro? Okay. Do you got a website? Don't put your email on here. There's too many dick lickers around. You know what I mean? Donald Trump fans. They're like, how many licks does it take to get my fucking eggs cheap? Boom! Didn't people do this a long time ago? I don't know what that means. It's a wrestling thing. I don't watch guys in tights fucking dance around with each other, so I don't know what that means. It's always funny. The toughest MAGA guys are like, I love wrestling. I love wrestling. I love it. I love my soaps, my stories. Anyways. Oh, Blondie, give it to you. Awesome. Thank you, Skyjack. Yeah, because I got some questions about some things. Just a few things I want to pick your fucking brain on, okay? All right. Breaking news, guys. Breaking fucking news. Well, number one, this isn't an accident. This isn't an accident, just so you know. Donald Trump lighting the economy on fire is on purpose, you know. Russia got them PP tapes. Russia got them Don Trump, R. Kelly tapes. Netanyahu's got the blackmail on Epstein. Donald Trump is like, whatever you guys need. Whatever you need. And now I'm starting to think like Kim Jong-un even... Maybe Donald Trump got like the Stormy Daniels of North Korea when he went over there. Remember when he went to the demilitarized zone? I'm starting to think Donald Trump hit up, you know, the North Korean Stormy Daniels, and now Kim Jong-un might have a little dirt on him. Because the way he's like, hey man, we're not siding with South Korea anymore. Now we're friends with North Korea. I'm like, oh, that's a weird turn, you know? He called you a dotard, you dotard, you know? I'm starting to think North Korea. I'm starting to think all these places have dirt on Donald Trump. And I'm like, how compromised is this guy? Jeez. But yeah, this is on purpose. And if you're wondering how that affects you, well, you red-blooded, red-eating Americans, give me a hamburger and a fucking 12-cylinder and my shoddy, and that's all I need. Yeah, well, Donald Trump's poisoning all of it. He's making you not be able to drive your V12 F1800 down the block so you could buy some of your ground chuck to make a burger this high and smash it. You know, Donald Trump is absolutely eradicating the red meat. He allowed Bill Gates to put the tick out there with the meat allergy. Now he's fucking your beef. He fucked with your gas. He's got a list for everybody who's got guns. Oh man, he's owning you maggots. He is putting a slap down. And all you're saying is, how many licks does it take to get to the center of where Stormy Daniels spanked you, sir? That's all you're saying, MAGA. How's that feel? How's that feel to have a guy own you? To say, shut up, you stupid weaklings. Remember when he called you stupid and weak? Because you were like, hey, can you do the Epstein thing now? And he was like, shut up, we're over that. You stupid and weak if you still listen to that. And now he's coming for your beef. I don't really eat beef. Like at all. So I don't give a shit. I don't give poison at all. Tony Kukoc. Or what is his name? Tony Dukupi. Tony from CBS Evening News, sponsored by Barry White and Zionism. Go ahead, Tony.
Federal officials announced the recall of nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef imported from Argentina.
Imported from where? And where was this Donald Trump deal cut to lower the price of beef? Is it a lowered price of beef because it's all poisoned? Let's hear that again. Tony Dukupi. Tony pooped in his pants. What is this guy's name? Tony Dukupill. Dukupill? That can't be a real name, Tony. Dude, if you're going to go with like a fucking Hollywood name, if you're going to go like with Lady Gaga, you should go with Tony Gaga, you know? What a bad name to fucking be on the news with. Nobody can pronounce that. Tony, get a new name.
Federal officials announced the recall of nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef imported from Argentina. The packages from a company called Corte Argentino sold to distributors and retailers in Florida and Texas. They had
in Florida and Texas, in red states. I fucking love it. Listen, if you're a blue person in a red state, I'm so sorry this is happening. I feel so bad. I know they gerrymandered you out of your vote. But I mean, for all the just don't listen. If you're in Florida or Texas, do not eat the beef. Don't. Especially if it says on sale from Argentina. Like, that is poison. You're going to die. I'm guessing. You know, you're safer going with the Tide Pods. Are people still doing that? Anyways, I wouldn't do any of it. But here's the thing. It is funny that it's Florida, Trump's home state. Because, you know, that's where those red-blooded American MAGAs gotta drive their V12 Chevy F27000 down to the store to get 40 ounces of fucking beer and 1 pound of beef for dinner. You know? I love how, like, that makes you tough. Like, you're eating a cow. I remember one time when I was younger, some guy was selling shark at the store, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try that. I want to eat the apex predator. But even though sharks aren't, killer whales are. I would never eat a killer whale though. But like, eat something like that, you know, eat something dangerous. Be like, you know what we're having for dinner tonight? Black widow spiders. I caught them all myself. Taught them to try and bite us. Taught them to scare the living daylights out. You know what I mean? Like, enough of this. Enough of eating like cows and what else do we eat? Chickens. Pfft, chicken. You are what you eat. Let's start eating, what's real dangerous? Bear, you know? Bears. I'm just kidding. My buddy hunts and he ate bear. It's gross. It's so gamey. We'll stick to chicken.
Have use or freeze by dates from September 15th through the 20th. So far, no illnesses have been reported.
Oh, so far. Well, keep trying, folks. You know, keep, don't give up. That's what I would say, MAGA. Don't give up. Put your faith completely in Donald Trump and you go out and buy your beef. Buy that beef. Support those local Argentinian farmers that we gave $20 billion to less than a year ago. We gave Argentina $20 billion 10 months ago, and somehow Donald Trump's like, they're struggling. They have no money. What? Where did that 20 million go? Did they invest it in Donald Trump's meme coin? Because you'll lose it all if you did that. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys the heads up. Tony from CBS News, run by Barry Weiss and the Ellison billionaires, he's telling you, listen, if you're in Florida or Texas, you be careful with that Argentinian meat. It's sour. Is that what they say about beef? That beef's gone sour. Woo! It stank.
Federal officials announced the recall of nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef imported from Argentina.
All right, and just so you know how this is going to play out in America, soon federal officials will repeal and redact and unregulate the law where they have to give you the heads up. Just like they did with the Monsanto Bayer thing, where they were like, oh, I don't think they should be on the hook for giving all you idiots cancer with their Roundup. Let's just shirk them of responsibility. Let's just say they don't have to be accountable. And that's literally what happened. People were suing Bayer for their Roundup causing cancer. Like, clearly it caused them cancer. And Donald Trump's government was like, nah, they're not on the hook. You used it. You're on the hook. In a country that doesn't provide universal health care. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I'm just reading the room. I'm seeing how things have been going. And I'm going to say they're probably just going to make it so they don't have to announce the recalls. You know, we're going to go back to like the 80s. Do we have fax machines then? Where you got to like fax your friends. Be like, toot, toot, toot. Oh man, if you just got some beef, you should not eat it. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to force us. They're trying to isolate us while they just own the internet. Because they kind of do. They kind of do. We're using their internet. You know, we're borrowing it for a short period of time. Hit subscribe, notification bell so you can get this until they start editing it even harder. China already rejected. Oh, Tia, I'm already on it, hon. I love you. Tia is so fire. That's why she's got the fireball. Oh, shit. In March 2026, Chinese authorities rejected a 22-ton container of Argentine beef. And you would think, man, if we gave them 20 billion, like at least they could do is like church up their beef factories from the R beef plant after testing reportedly something psilocybin. Oh, that'd be awesome. A powerful antibiotic whose residues are prohibited in food-producing animals because of serious human health risks. China said no thanks. Donald Trump said, is that shit on discount? We'll take it. We'll take it. This was published in August of 2026. It reports Trump's announcement that the U.S. will permit 300 1,000 metric tons of additional beef imports without the normal tariff. Oh my God. So he's even stripping the tariffs off this poison beef. Folks, listen, I'm not joking when I say I don't eat beef, and I'm highly suggesting if that's like a staple in your diet, which number one, how? What are you, a fucking billionaire? What do you do, rug pulls? What do you do, meme coins? Like, what are you, a crypto bro? What are you, a Silicon Valley crypto bro? Nobody affords that shit anymore. You're just buying the tallow to cook your chicken in so it tastes like beef. Isn't that funny how tallow is like a new thing? Anyways, I'm trying to stay on track. But I would just highly suggest you start to regulate your diet a little more. You try to wean yourself off that red beef, that red meat, okay? Because once this dude gets his hands on it, you know he ain't washing his hands. You know this man don't wash his hands, okay? And as soon as he's cutting deals and shaking hands and kissing babies in weird places, Epstein files, you know game over, game over. This admin can't do nothing, man. Why do you think our economy looks like this? Cause he's a dodo bird. Nothing like fresh meat. Oh yeah, maybe eat it fresh. I don't know. If you're MAGA and you really trust this guy, you want to vote for him again, like all these maggots say. Just, have some beef tartare right now, and film it. Make a YouTube short. Listen, if you're MAGA and you are all in on Trump, I don't want to hear you're voting for him again. I don't give a shit. Elections aren't real anymore. Crime is legal. The rich can do whatever they want. I want to see you put your mouth where your words are. I want to watch you eat some Argentinian beef tartare. Okay, MAGA? Listen to me closely, MAGA. MAGA, if you really have all of your faith in this man and you're going to vote for him again, like you all say in my comments and in the live stream chat, ooh, Trump Vance 2028. I don't want to hear that. You know what I want to see? I want to see you make a YouTube short where you're opening a fresh deck of Argentinian antibiotic beef. I don't know what they're calling it. And I want to see you take little slivers off of it and eat it like beef tartare on a short. That's what I want. That's when I'll go, that person is a true diehard for Trump. He'd probably even like the video. So do that. Stop talking, stop barking, and start eating the beef. Where's the beef? It's in your mouth, idiot. Congrats, John. You're a mom? That's awesome. Sharks have high amount of urea in their blood, which, can give the meat ammonia smell. But if it's bled and prepared properly and fresh, it should have no ammonia, urine-like smell or taste. Yeah, I did not like shark, but this guy was selling it, and I was like, oh yeah, I got it. Before one of them gets me, at least if a shark ever does take me out, right? Because the place I would go surfing, it's the #1 shark bite. It's right next to the #1 shark bite capital in America. So I'm like, if they could at least put in my obit, like he bit a shark first, this was probably vengeance, and I'd be fine with that. Like if a shark kills me, you could put in my obituary, like he actually attacked them first. And then you'd have a bunch of scientists be like, sharks don't attack. And they'd be like, no, they could sense it. This guy had eaten shark once when he was much younger. And they were out for vengeance. Like, was it Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? You get the reference. Anyways, you can eat the Bill Gates beef. You mean the test tube beef? Bill Gates, test tube beef and beef allergic ticks. I love it. America, land of the free. Free to get whatever disease you want and not be taken care of. I need the floor here for a moment. Good luck, Marcus. Depends what you're going to say. You are on YouTube. You can do your own live stream, but all right. He had it coming. Who had it coming? What's up, Franklin? I like that name. Let me just say that. Let me just greet you a proper way. Good name. Strong name. Franklin. Eagle Warrior. What's going on? Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. The beef from Argentina is making people poop. I'm guessing. Just everything now. The lettuce, the jalapenos, the soup, the blueberries, it's all making people have dysentery. It's like we're playing the goddamn Oregon Trail in IRL. But we're going to get to Dolly Parton. Do you think she liked Trump? I know she hated Trump.
Federal officials announced the recall of nearly 30,000 pounds of raw beef imported from Argentina. The packages from a company called Corte Argentino sold to distributors and retailers in Florida and Texas.
Florida and Texas, of course. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, hold on one second, Marcus. You've got my attention, my friend. You have it, okay? We're in a global freshwater bankruptcy. That is true. That's why it scared the hell out of me living out west. Everybody drinking from that goddamn Colorado River. I'm like, that can't support all of you guys. Have you ever been to Arizona? That fucking place is dry as hell. Anyways, don't forget milk. Oh, listen, Primal, I'm probably forgetting so much stuff. The popsicles with glass, the sourdough bread with metal shards. There's a ton of it. Like, we just need to keep fucking a list. Because God knows the government's not gonna. Bless Dolly. Oh, bless her. Bless her little heart. Miss her already. And by the way, if Charlie Kelly comes in here, let me know. Because I couldn't find his comment last night, and I wanted to tell him that I looked up the Little Sparrow album, and it's so great. Dolly Parton did a cover of fucking Shine. Remember Collective Soul? Anyways, this is it's 90s stuff, guys. Hold on, I've lost Marcus. It's about to get really bad. Marcus, you're gonna have to type more, man. Don't clickbait me into stealing the floor from me. I got a lot of news to get to. Hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Share this with your friends, by the way. I'm so glad you see what's coming too. It's like everyone is blind and we're walking to walls, bro. All right, maybe you're typing a little too fast now, Marcus, but I get what you're saying. Oh yeah, no. I see. Popsicles have glass now? Yeah, Sebastian, maybe you haven't been here in a little while, or maybe this is your first time, hit subscribe. I'll let you know when the popsicles have glass. What is it, Outshined? Hold on, not Outshined. Every time I try to say this fucking popsicle name, I think of Outshined by Soundgarden. God damn, I miss Chris Cornell. Met him once. I'll get you guys the picture. He's tall as fuck, too. Popsicles with glass, so I can get you the name. Outshine. Oh, it is Outshine. Outshined! Sorry, every time I hear now I gotta hear Outshined by fucking Soundgarden. Outshine fruit bars are under a nationwide recall due to the potential of glass contamination. You know what the best thing you could slide into a popsicle is? Fucking glass. You know what I mean? I can't eat popsicles, number one, because I don't like the crunch. Just the crunch. Like, that shit drives me nuts. Kids want a popsicle, and I'm like, oh, just eat it in the other room, please. I can't listen to that stuff. Someone's teeth, never mind what are these called? Nails on a chalkboard. I call them Charles on a nail board. Going too fast. My brain's going too fast. Never mind chalks on a nail board, or whatever it is. Teeth on a popsicle makes me want to spit my soul back into the ether. You know, like, I can't deal with that. So I hate fucking popsicles. It's a weird little pet peeve I have. I hate popsicles. I'm doing good. Listen, guys, I'm gonna be honest. In all these recalls where we're going back to the 1840s and, you know, people are dying from dysentery, I'm like, shit, man. I'm batting 1,000 right now. I don't eat these popsicles. This shit. Oh, it's got glass. Okay, I don't even. It feels like you're eating glass, anyways. To me, I wouldn't know the difference. And it's just, isn't it ironic that with the poop, with all the diarrhea food that we have now, that there's metal shards in the sourdough bread and glass in the popsicles. Like it wasn't enough to just get diarrhea till you die, but then they put glass and metal shards in your food, where it's like, oh, dude, are you just trying to accelerate this? I guess you would want it. But yeah, so Outshine fruit bars. Dreyer's Grand Ice Cream. Package size, 2.5 ounces, 6 count bars. Flavors, strawberry, watermelon, grape, tangerine, and black ice. No, black cherry. Dates, May 31st through 2027 through November 2027. Do not, what you should do, do not eat the recalled fruit bars. Throw them away. No, take them to the store and be like, you selling me glass? Sell me glass as a popsicle, you dickhead? Let me tell you something. No, I'm just kidding. Don't ever fuck with the workers. I try to teach people this. If you're dealing with shit, remember, the workers didn't make any of these decisions. When you go to Walmart and there's one register open, or Target and there's one register open, and there's 400 registers, and you're like, oh God, I couldn't hire anyone else. Just remember, the cashier didn't make the schedule where they're like, yeah, I'd like to be the only person here where there's 40 people in fucking line. Okay? That's coming from the CEO top down, so the CEO can be paid like a CEO. So never give the cashiers a hard time. If anything, you know, have compassion for them. Be like, this sucks, man. You should be paid more. There should be more people on here. Why do they have all these registers if I'm not going to fucking pay some people to be here? And then if you really want to make some noise, just look up how much the CEO makes. You know, look up how much they paid for stock buybacks to artificially inflate their stock. Look that up while you're waiting in line if somebody's complaining to the register, you know, or about the cashier. Always look that up and be like, do you think this was their decision? Seriously. Outside of somebody just being a cunt, you know. All right, we got some news. Oh shit, the chat was frozen. Shine, Collective Soul. Yep, and then we talked about Outshine. They're preparing us to eat less fresh produce. Yeah, they're culling the herd big time, you know. Virtual, what's up? Oh, Marcus, that's funny because we just talked about yesterday that JP Morgan is predicting food shortages in the near future, and I played RFD's The Cow Guy. That's not a joke. You can watch my show from yesterday. It's uploaded. It's not monetized, but you can watch it. And where I played RFD's The Cow Guy. He goes on to Fox Business News dressed as a fucking cow, and people take him seriously. I don't get this. You know, I just don't get America. News is more of a spectacle than any kind of information. And speaking of that, let's go back to Fox News. I love going to Fox News. Sometimes it's like my favorite thing to do. Oh, and by the way, we will get to Glenn Beck and why food is getting worse and worse. Actually, we should just do this now. We're going to do this now, actually. Here's Glenn Beck. Absolute douche. Unfortunately, actually, is it blood? Yeah, he's a blood uncle of mine. Unfortunately, I don't speak to him. He's kind of a douche, and he likes Glenn Beck. And I remember finding out he liked Glenn Beck, and I was like, "Ah, you're a fucking pigeon-brained idiot, aren't you?" It's unfortunate, man. We got him. We all got him in our families, but I cut him the fuck off way before Trump ever happened. You can smell the rank on him. And let's go to Glenn Beck. This is also where, if you've seen in the news that Donald Trump is saying Dolly Parton really liked me, this is from the same show. I can't believe, you know, that's how you get the president on. Just like, what's his name? The president from Barstools, Dave Portnoy. If you're really good at sticking your nose far in someone's keister and getting brown all over it, the president will come on your podcast. And then you get more views and people want to advertise on it. So you make more money. The president knows that. But all you got to do is make sure your nose is so far into his diaper, it's going to look like you stuck your face in a chocolate cake. And Glenn Beck's really good at that, you know. There's some MAGA that have backpedaled. I'll play that audio for you in a little bit. But let's get right into this. Because if you're wondering... why our food is going to have less inspections and we're going to get sicker and you can't eat anything and we just talked about glass in the fucking popsicles, it's because of morons like this, Glenn Beck.
Help us. Help us. It's so we can't butcher it with all of the federal regulations. It is really hard. You know, if there's something you can do to help.
Glenn, is that just a question of regulation? Do you think?
A lot of it is. Yeah, a lot of it is. The inspect.
Oh, fuck you, internet. Hold on. This is what I mean. By the way, just so you know, because there might be some like young kids in here that don't know who Glenn Beck is. He's just a radio personality. That's all he's done. He was on like CNN, then he went to Fox, now he's got Blaze Media. He's just a twat. He's not educated. He's not, you know, he just wants to advocate for less regulations so his corporate sponsorships will pump more money in and be like, hey, when you get the president on, you really got to press him to the wall for this deregulation thing, man. Because the less regulations we have to spend money on, the better we are at making more money. Oh, we'll poison the people. We'll poison our customer base. That's okay. They'll make more. We'll force them to make more. You know, forced birth. But Glenn Beck, in no means or no regards, fucking has ever done food regulation or fucking cares if you're what blueberries, lettuce, shells, shell eggs. The popsicles have glass in it. The sourdough bread has metal shards. He don't give a fuck.
Can't butcher with all of the federal.
And if you, let me just say this, if you're a human who eats food and you're like, yeah, man, they shouldn't be regulating the food. They should just be able to do, these corporations we should trust them to do whatever they want. If you don't know why we have regulations, it's because they will sell you rancid beef like they are in Florida and Texas. They're selling you rancid beef. Now they're recalling it. They will sell you rancid food. Like people had to fight, organize and fight against these corporations because they're like, we're not putting any money into like cleaning this. In fact, we found that cow out back dead and we sold it as like filet. We made a ton of money on it. They don't care. So if you eat food and also listen to Glenn Beck, give up one of the two.
Regulations, it is really hard. You know, if there's something you can do to help.
Glenn, is that just a question of regulation? Do you think?
A lot of it is. Yeah, a lot of it is. The inspections are insane.
So they make the regulations so tough that. So could you do it if you didn't have those regulations? Could you do it on your ranch?
Yes.
And is that the?
Oh, this motherfucker's got a ranch. That's what he wants, no regulations. So he's like, listen, man, I want to start selling the Glenn Beck filet. You know how the Donald Trump steaks worked out? You know, when you go to the store and you see Trump steaks everywhere because there's such quality steaks. Oh, nobody sees Trump steaks anymore? That's because he slapped his name on a shit product and it didn't last long. But Glenn Beck's now trying to get into the beef market, I guess. Dude, I hope this guy trips on his fucking trousers and falls down the stairs one day and it's on video. You know, like I hope he does it in public so we can just always play that after he fucking kicks the bucket.
The way to do it? Or do you think
yes,
you need some?
He's like, yes, President, this would personally help me. Fuck those farmers. Fuck everybody who eats food. I need this help, man. I'm trying to get rid of a lot of beef and real quick. And these regulations are tying my hands, bro.
Pretty strong regulations.
Break the back of those processing plants.
Dude, you understand what went into that? Like, Glenn Beck is saying, I'm anti-worker. He's saying, I hate workers. I hate the people who consume beef, and I only care about myself. That's what that statement was. Because the reason we have regulations is because workers organized, people got poisoned, people died, and we had to put these in place for safety. This is unreal. I can't fucking believe this guy has an audience. Hit subscribe. Get me bigger than Glenn Beck so I can fucking bully this guy. He needs to be bullied. This absolute turd.
There's people that want to build processing plants everywhere. The regulations are killing us. Just killing us.
So you're saying with less regulation, you think that the ranchers and farmers would do a very good job of processing the beef?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes,
I know. Look at that today.
Yeah, the ranchers and farmers, notorious for having cash on hand and doing so well right now. The ranchers and farmers are just doing phenomenal right now. You should read about ranchers and farmers in America right now. Yeah, they just got the cash to start a processing plant. Not this media conglomerate fucking empirical fool, Glenn Beck, who's never fucking done a day's work in his life. Fuck you, Glenn.
No.
I've been hearing about...
Let me say that again. Fuck you, Glenn. This isn't getting monetized, so hit subscribe.
This problem for 20 years I've been hearing about this problem.
Free your people. Let our people go.
He's talking about the elites, not you, MAGA. Shut your mouth.
People go.
You know what? This could be a very good call for ranchers and farmers. No, for the country.
I love it, because at the same time, the cattle ranchers associations and the farmers are all... Here, I'll play a clip of the farmers. The farmers are pleading for their lives, their livelihoods. The farmers in America, the soy farmers, the cattle fucking farmers, they're all like, please, Donald Trump. Fucking please, dude. Don't buy beef from Argentina. Please, you're going to kill all of us.
Mr. Trump, you looked at me, sir, and you said, I love you. Mr. Trump, I need to see the fruit of your love.
I need to see the fruit of your love. That was a soy boy farmer. That's what I call the soy farmers, soy boys. I assume they like it. They wear overalls.
Be good.
No, I've been hearing
be good.
only bad about It's 4 places, and it's a monopoly.
It is.
And who's controlling
This would break
those?
their back.
Who's controlling those regulations? Department of Agriculture?
Yes, an FDA.
The fucking president's like, MAGA, this is the very smart person that you're following. He's like, I know I'm the president, but like, who's in charge of regulations over there? Man, oh, you know, I took a cognitive exam and aced it. You know, I don't know who's in charge of regulations, but do you know I took a cognitive exam and aced it?
It wasn't the brain because I took a cognitive test and I aced it. I got a perfect mark.
Oh, sure you did, sir. Could you identify what a cow is?
And the FDA.
Or US, or is it USDA? I can't remember which one.
Nobody knows, but just strip it of its regulations. That's been working out great. Ask the blueberries.
But it's
USDA.
it's the federal regulation. It's all the inspections. It's all the
Yeah, get rid of those inspections, man. They're looking for if people are washing their hands, if you're dropping it on the ground first, if maybe it's got caca in it. Like, that's so 1890s.
inspections. Mr. President, I got to get to one more question. Canada.
No, this is a very big thing you just told me, though.
I gotta get to one more Canada. One more question. Canada. He's like, nah, Glenn, we're just gonna stay on this.
Because you just gave me a very good idea. Okay, good, very good.
Okay.
I love the call.
He's hanging up on you, Glenn. You absolute nerd. By the way, if you want to know how MAGA's actually doing, what's up, Brian? Good to see you. Here, this is why I have faith in the youth. I just want to show you this dude, okay? This guy, 2 years out of high school. I love this. I don't play these clips too often because, like, well, I should. Because yesterday we had this big little conversation about somebody came in here and was like, MAGA outnumbers us. And I was like, ain't no fucking way. They're just the loudest idiots out there, you know? And when there's a loud idiot, you're paying attention, you know? Because you're like, oh, man, is that person that stupid? Holy shit, I wouldn't be that loud if I was that dumb. And that's what they do. That's why, like, they seem bigger in the chat because they're just constantly bombing the chat with, like, hey, Donald Trump forever president, you know? And it's like, it's hard to avoid, but, you know, tune it out like white noise, like you're going to sleep or something. But this dude, this cat right here, firebrand, and not just because of the hair. This guy, 2 years out of high school, and listen to his MAGA message for Trump.
2 years out of high school and I'm already struggling for my life. It's just, that's not the American dream.
If you could talk directly to President Trump, what would you tell him right now?
I would just look him in the face and just say, you.
That's fucking awesome. Dude, I've been begging, because they interview these Trump MAGA people on the street. They're like, so you voted for Trump. They catch them at the gas station, too. You've seen these. I played them. It's exhausting now because they're all saying the same thing. They're like, yeah, I voted for another shit. And I'm like, no, you did. He was just a liar. And you thought, what, this liar now told the truth? Like, morons. Morons. Go ahead and pay more. You deserve to. We should be exempt. There should be an exemption. We should fucking find out who voted for what, and there should be exemptions. Okay? I want it back on my taxes, you fucking twats. But I love it because I've been saying this forever. I'm like, someone just needs to look deadpan into the camera and be like, fuck you, Donald. Fuck you. That's my message. Seacrest out or do some shit like that, you know? I love it. Let's hear this kid again. This is why I'm telling you, I got faith in the youth. Because the youth has completely been disillusioned. You know, they've heard since, I don't know, it doesn't matter their age. They've just heard for the entirety of their life, kind of like my generation. Well, not so much mine and Jenna and like the, you know, the hippies and the yippies. Like, but this generation has been bombarded, whether it's Vine or TikTok or, you know, whatever social media space they've been on, bombarded like woke leftist communists. They want, you know, they want to take all the private land and give it to who? They never even say that because like the elites own everything. They want to take the private land back from the elites and give it to the people. They can't say that, but yeah, we do. Redistribute the wealth from the rich. And give it to the people. Give it to the Americans, you know? Like 5 guys shouldn't own everything. But yeah. Anyways, and the youth had just been bombarded with that, right? But at the same time, they've been bombarded with like, oh, you're a communist if you want healthcare. You're a communist if you don't want to work 4 jobs. And it's like, they didn't see my generation like work 1 job and rent an apartment on your own. And they're like, well, I'm working 2 jobs and then I'm Ubering after that and I share a tent with 4 people. So like these people are no longer disillusioned. They're like, oh, no, 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 I'm going to just use Google and look up what socialism is. And they're like, oh, that's what it, oh, the workers taking the power, seizing the means of production, and we would get the profits instead of one dude who's then going to lobby the Congress and fucking president to make my fucking wages less and to allow them to poison me and not fucking let me take a break in the heat, which, by the way, we'll get into that. We're getting to that. Republicans are stripping your heat regulations, construction workers, and all the union people who fought and fucking bled and died for it. The Republicans are doing that. So Donald Trump hates you, working class. He absolutely, if you wake up and you go to work, Donald Trump despises you, and he don't care if you die in the heat. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But this is why I have faith in these young people, because it's only a certain specialist stupid can last this long and still be this delusion to be like, I'm voting for him again in 3 years. You know, it's like, oh shit, we got a special kind of dumb. Give that guy a cognitive exam. Give that guy a cognitive test. But these people that have no longer been delusioned of grandeur, of I'll make shit great, they're seeing through it real quick. You know, real quick. So, props, kid, props. I respect you for getting on the news and saying this.
2 years out of high school and I'm already struggling for my life. It's just, that's not the American dream.
If you could talk directly to President Trump, what would you tell him right now?
I would just look him in the face and just say, you. That's about it. 2 years out of...
I love it. I love it, kid. Fucking hot shit, baby. Hot shit. Hot shit. That kid's hot shit. Hold on. And this is what I'm talking about, too. I want to play this clip. Darlene Graham. She's in South Carolina. Shouldn't she be focused on measles? Here she is. Darlene Graham. So this is what the Republicans push for, okay? And this is, you can go to my videos, my actually edited videos. I kind of stopped making them. I just do lives now, so hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and every day at 4:20, join me. Be a little late, though. Don't be on time. Don't be that guy, you know? And we're certainly not fucking early here. Ugh, gross. Anyways, I wouldn't do well in some European countries. I've read some European countries, if they tell you a time, it's that time. I do well in Hawaii. Like when I lived in Hawaii, I was like, I like it. I like it. You just kind of stroll in. You know, the time is an estimate, even if it's a few days later. Some places I don't commingle well. But, hit subscribe, because this is the stuff that, and go check out my video where, I forget, what the fuck's her name? Let me go look it up real quick. Let me find me on the YouTube. What is her name? Where are my videos? Joni Ernst, Republican, Joni Ernst. I have a video of her doing a town hall where somebody's like, help, we're gonna die, we're losing our health care. And she goes, well, we're all gonna die. This is the Republicans' messaging for years. Like, this is not new. This is why I have a Raul Labrador video. If you don't remember that name, he was a fucking Republican too, who basically said the same thing. He was like, nobody has ever died from lack of access to healthcare. This isn't a joke. This is why I've documented these things, because I'm like, this is bananas, man. Republicans are literally voting for rich people who are like, yeah, you're gonna die. What do you want us to do? And the audience is like, the healthcare has the cure. My doctor said I don't have to die. It's the insurance companies that are like, no, we're not doing what your doctor said. And this is their staunch messaging for years. For years. And now, this fucking dumb bitch, Lindsey Graham's whatever, you know, sister wife? I don't know what she is. Lindsey Graham's sister wife. I'm assuming. I'm not going to her Wikipedia, wasting my day, okay? This South Carolina Senate candidate is saying this to her voter base.
No person in South Carolina has pushed harder for the absolutely terrible idea of turning confused little boys into little girls and vice versa than Annie Andrews. Gun control, government-run health care, abortion until the moment of birth. Bad idea after bad idea. Annie Andrews backs them all. I have a different background and vision for our state. I'm a hard worker with a servant's heart.
Yeah, I just gotta work hard, and that's how you stay healthy.
I grew up in the back of a bar and liquor store in one room in
Oh, and we wish you stayed there, you dumb bitch.
Central South Carolina. My parents worked long, hard hours to make ends meet. We didn't take vacations.
I love this. This is her pitch. She's like, my parents worked long hours and we never took vacation. And you don't want it better for this generation? You're like, and you should work even longer hours and not even know what vacation means.
If they were sick, they had to get up and go to work because the doors weren't open, we weren't making money.
This is a dystopia. What are you bragging about? You're like, listen, that other lady wants guaranteed health care. What I'm telling you is when I was growing up, which was what, in the 40s? Would you grow up in the Dust Bowl, you dusty bitch? She's like, when I grew up, my parents had to go to work. They had to. Sick and all. They got half the town sick. A lot of people died. But we got to eat our dandelion fucking salad. Like, what are you talking? And people are like, yeah, this is the lady I want. She's telling me, like, hey, if I'm sick, you just go to work. No health care, no guaranteed sick time, nothing. You're sick, you go to work, or you don't eat.
My mother passed away when I was 11, and
maybe because she was sick at work all the time, you dumb bitch.
My father just over a year later.
Maybe your parents passed away at 11 and 12 because it sounds like you grew up in a fucking dystopia where you're like, hey man, for the 11 years I knew my mom, whenever she had that cancer cough, she went right into work because if not, we couldn't afford that bean for dinner. Dude, this lady's old as fuck. She's talking about, I don't know, 1 million years ago? What was it like, Fred Flintstone on the dinosaurs? We should be like, those are the days of the past, and thank God we don't have to live like that. Like, there's trillionaires. We should all have healthcare. You should have as many paid sick days as you need so you don't get other people sick who maybe have kids and can't afford babysitters. This is a perversion. This is what Republicans have been pushing forever, and it's shocking that in the year of our Lord, 2026, this is her fucking brag. Her fucking brag is, we came from hard workers. Well, I only knew my parents till I was 11 and 12 because they both died. But I'll tell you what, I never seen them a day because no matter if they were sick or not, they were at work because the government didn't guarantee any sick time. What the fuck you going for? You should be like, I lost my parents at 11 and 12. We should guarantee sick time so your parents don't die when you're an 11 and 12-year-old. And she's like, nope, that's the definition of the American dream. Working so hard you die before your kids grow up. Who fucking hears this? And it's like, that's my lady. I would like to leave my kids at an early age because I have to work sick all the time because I can't afford to feed them. Listen to this. And then I'm going to play with the Democratic Socialists or the Democrat. I mean, is Abdul Absayed officially a Democratic Socialist? I think so. But that's what the true left would like. And I'm going to play this for you in a second. But so let's just hear it. You know, it makes you want to fucking throw a bag of flour at her. A loose bag of flour, you know, like you open the top and you throw it and you go, ta-da, you dusty bitch.
Until the moment of birth, bad idea after bad idea, Annie Andrews backs them all.
And now let me tell you my even worse idea. You're going to vote for the lesser of two evils. And because you don't know what socialism means, I'm pretty sure I could tell you as a parent, you don't want to see your kids grow up. You'd like to die at work sick. And that's my healthcare plan. Die at work sick.
I have a different background and vision for our state. I'm a hard worker.
This is our vision for your state, South Carolina. I know most of you are probably taking care of kids with the measles right now, but listen closely what her plan is for you.
With a servant's heart. I grew up in the back of a bar and liquor store in one room.
And by the way, this dumb bitch, a servant's heart? Are you talking about Jesus, who is the ultimate servant? I'm pretty sure he wasn't like, dude, nobody should be able to raise their kids. I'm going to make all of you sick. Jesus was healing people for free, you asshole.
His heart,
and in fact, the people who were like, that beggar doesn't work. He doesn't deserve anything. He was like, hush your mouth. I'll send you straight to the fucking ninth ring of hell.
Up in the back of a bar and liquor store in one room in central South Carolina. My parents worked long, hard hours to make ends meet. We didn't.
And you don't want to change that? You know what I mean? Like, after, like, anybody who's grown up with any latchkey kid who's like, I didn't see my parents at school. My parents were always working. My parents died when I was very young. I'm never going to in fact, this is why I do this, because I've experienced that. I'm like, that's horrible, man. If we could avoid that for other people, if we could fucking make people not work to death, like, that's a good thing. I think parents should be able to be in their kids' lives for a long time. I mean, they should have access to the healthcare that they need. They shouldn't have to die early. And this bitch is like, my parents worked so hard because we couldn't afford food. And I think that's a good vision for our state. Parents to work so you can eat. And that's it.
Worked long, hard hours to make ends meet. We didn't take vacations. If they were.
And nobody in my state should be taking a vacation ever. If I catch you on vacation, I'm going to hunt you down.
Sick, they had to get up and go to work because the doors weren't open, we weren't making money. My mother passed away when I was 11 and my father just over a year later. For the past 30 years, I've worked hard for the people of South Carolina, and for the past 7 years, I've led a state agency. And I understand the struggles facing South Carolina families.
No, you don't. You are very tone deaf. Because if you could say that's your life experience and then fucking turn around and be like, nobody should have health care. You should not be guaranteed to health care. You go to work sick like my parents.
Because I faced them too.
Oh, this dumb bitch. Now I want to play a little Abdul El Sayed. I love this, man. I love you, El Sayed. Whoops. I love you, El Sayed. A Mexican Muslim. Whom would I ever thought? Scaring the life out of white MAGA. I'm just kidding. I know he's not Mexican. It's just the El. You know? I love it. I think it's funny. Whatever. Hit fucking subscribe. Don't be a jerk.
In a moment right now where the sum total of medical debt is greater than the GDP of half of U.S. states, $225 billion. Well, the average family has a deductible of $4,500. That, when you couple that with the median income for a family of four, means that just to get the health insurance that you already paid for, and every other paycheck, you're going to have to forego a whole paycheck. That's the situation we're in right now.
I know. We've lived it. My fam knows, man. We know. We know. We say it's a corrupt, rigged system. They're profiting off your health, and they're not even fucking kind of pretending, you know? They're just like, nope, meet the deductible, and then it's 80-20, you dumb bitch. What was the deductible for? What am I paying you every paycheck for?
And even worse, they're taking money from the same corporations who don't want us to have Medicare for all because their paycheck exists on the other side of making sure that we don't have it. So, you know, I'm willing to go have that conversation all up and down my state, frankly, up and down this country, until we finally guarantee every single person in this country Medicare for all. If I do nothing else in public service, I just want everybody in this country to have healthcare.
How do you fund Medicare for all? And
you tax all of the billionaires and you tax all of the fucking 100 millionaires. You tax them so much. So much that it will make poor white trailer trash MAGA fucking cry. When we pass that bill, they will sulk. We will have a meme of a red MAGA hat doing this, like that Hillary bitch. Remember that Hillary girl that somebody even has it as their fucking, it's like 10 years old, guys, just so you know. It's like a 10-year-old meme and somebody has it as their avatar. Trigger the Libs guy has it as the avatar. It's the funniest thing ever. It's like, dude, what are you, fucking 75? Oh my God, the radical woke left don't like Hillary supporters. Are you fucking high? What's wrong with you? But I say we get a new meme where it's MAGA, you know, and maybe they got a touch of dysentery because they had some red beef or whatever.
Without a tax increase on the middle class, and
you don't have to tax the middle class. The middle class is already paying for everything, buddy.
Be specific, more numbers.
You're in.
Oh, just here's the numbers. Here, hold on. Let me speak directly to MAGA real quick. Here's the numbers. You tax anyone who earns over $999 million. MAGA, don't even try to type it in on a calculator. Just type boobies. 8008135. Just type boobies, okay? Just type boobies on a calculator because you can't understand how much fucking a billion is. You can't understand how much 999 million is. It's a lot bigger than you think. But we tax everybody who trickles over 999 million at 100%. So we just make no more billionaires. There's no more billionaires. And guess what, MAGA? Here's the best part. That doesn't affect your life in the least. In fact, it's going to make your life a lot better. A lot better. A lot better. Because remember when you used to care about the Epstein files? They can't be the ones in charge. They can't pay this dude $300 million and do a bunch of rigged shit in Pennsylvania and Georgia and with their satellites to pull off an election stealing. They can't do that, you know? So we could just put this guy in jail after we investigate him for all the Epstein stuff. Okay, so that'll make your life better. Because at one point you guys you were like, Epstein didn't off himself. You guys were all fucking chanting it. And now you're just like, you're stupid and weak if you believe in that. But we tax the billionaires. And then we go after anybody who's got like a few $100 million. And we'll tax them at, I don't know, 90%. You know, and we'll do it staggered. And don't, again, MAGA, listen closely. These are your listeners. These are your listening holes, MAGA. God gave them to you to shut your fucking mouth and listen. And here's the thing. They're not going to have to budget. They don't pay rent. The only thing that's going to happen is they might not buy as many assets. Maybe you live in Florida and you're like, oh, that whole town is owned by the same rental company. That's BlackRock and Vanguard and State Street investors that have a shell company that's some real estate fucking Zillow app thing where they just bought the entire town, they set the prices, and they raise them and raise them and raise them and raise them and raise them. And there's no accountability for this. So the only thing that will happen is good things in your life. When the wealthy don't have more and more money and don't know what to do with it, so they have to invest in assets like land or art or politicians, hets, your life will get better because you're not competing with me, buddy. We're not competing. I'm sorry. We're both working. You're competing if you want to buy a house or any kind of fucking asset. If you want to pretend you're a Wall Street bettor and, hey, I'm putting 100,000 on this stock, you better pray to the good God, what's his name? Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, who's an absolute dingle hopper. That guy is such a fucking meek lizard. He's such a lizard skin shrimp dick asshole. I don't like people celebrate him. You know who Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, ripped off? Penny stalkers. And he didn't pay him back. He's no wolf. He's a timid fucking weasel. But you better pray to him that the gods on Wall Street don't decide to manipulate the market that day. Or that you're in their favor. Or that like the Robinhood app when game stonks were happening and they were sending it to the moon and they just stopped all trading. I was there that day. And I said, and you silly, silly rabbits, you silly geese, you thought they were going to let you beat them at their game? Oh, no. That's not the system they designed to win in. So that's how we fund it, MAGA. Okay. Thank you for your attention to this matter. And God bless each and every one of you, MAGA. I hope you can get, those dicks out of your ears. Let's read the chat for a minute. America was strong before there were a billion. I'm sure we would be just fine without them. Before billionaires? Yeah. I mean, we used to have billionaires that were like, not so in-your-face tyrants. Like Michael Jackson, he had to have been a billionaire. Michael Jackson had to have been a billionaire. I don't know who the first one was, but Michael Jackson always had exorbitant wealth, right? We can all agree on that. And that dude, he wasn't trying to lobby. He wasn't like, man, I got to lobby politicians to make it legal in all 50 states to have sleepovers with little guys. He was not doing that. And you see these billionaires being like, man, we got to do some lobbying real quick. I want to make my lifestyle completely legal, or at least be able to travel to states where if I get my fucking mistress knocked up, there's a state I can afford to go to get something done. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like in the 50s, if you made over $200,000, they were taxed at 90%. Tina, I love you. Bringing up facts. And it's funny because they always cite the 50s as like a good time, but they're just talking about segregation. Oh, by the way, that just reminded me. We're going to get to the Trump and Dolly Parton stuff. Did you see this? Fact check. Target removed this kid. Talk about racism is not dead, but Charlie Kirk is. Anyways, did you see this? This is a real, I want somebody in the chat to tell me what fucking costume this is from. This isn't from Backrooms. This isn't from Roblox 99 Nights in the Woods. This isn't from Skibbity Toilet. This isn't from Five Nights at Freddy's. This is just clearly racism. And Target thought they could get away with it. Target thought they could pull this off. Who's the Target CEO? I hold you personally liable for this. Michael Fidelk. Oh, he looks like a complete douche. Oh, yeah. How old is this guy? Hold on. He's succeeded. Oh, yeah, Brian Cornell. That's who the other guy. Fidelki is a 20-year veteran of the company. Oh, yeah, veteran. How much he fucking... Oh, wait a minute. Does it really say it? Leads more than 400,000 team members. Oh, it looks like that. I'm going to hold you personally responsible for that. Michael Fidelki. What is Target CEO's salary? No, we know the former one. Oh, are they not releasing? Brian Cornell's. His base salary, this is how they do it. This is how they structure it, folks. All right? I don't even know why, because, we know why. Avoid taxes. Brian Cornell, the last CEO, received the total compensation package at $21.8 million, but his salary was a measly $1.4. And there are chodes in the chat that would be like, he only makes $1 million a year. No, they're paying him in stock options, benefit packages to lay people off, to cut costs, to fucking cut regulations. And then what they do is they take their profits and they do stock buybacks. If you don't know, stock buybacks after the Great Depression and the crash of 29, they made stock buybacks illegal. Why? Because stock buybacks are a company buying their own stock, which pumps the value. It takes the stocks off the market. It pumps the value up really high, but the company nor did anything or make anything better. They just removed their stocks. So they spend hundreds of millions of dollars buying their own stocks, and it's an artificial inflation of their own stock. And why did they do this? Again, because his salary was $1.4 million, but he walked away with $21.8 that year. $21.8 million. Why? Because they artificially inflate the stock and they're most compensated in stocks. Just so you know. Just so you know why that works. Why that works for them. And just so you know why they love stock buybacks. It does nothing for the market. It adds no value. The company didn't change. They do it for their own compensation. Instead of paying workers, instead of making the store better, instead of fucking any kind of investment in the company, they do it for their compensation package. Am I clear? Hit subscribe if you did not know that. And if you did know that, hit the like button. These motherfuckers, man. These motherfuckers. So anyways, a guy, I'm guessing, the new CEO, hold on. Target, Michael Fidelka, whatever his name is. I love this Fortune article. Target, Starbucks, and Nike are writing the 2026 turnaround playbook. No, they're not. They're all MAGA. And they're like, Donald Trump's going to let us fucking get billions in fucking tariff refunds. Oh, here's a video message from Michael Fidelka. I gotta hear some of this. I'm sorry. We gotta listen to this turd.
Hi, team. Today is a big day at Target, and I'm glad to have the...
Dude, you look like... You should not be... He looks like a youth pastor fucking leader. And not even like the main one. He looks like the guy they hired where you're like, oh man, did they do a criminal check on this guy? Because I don't know. I don't know anything, but I'm just saying he's giving weird vibes, bro. This is fucking crazy because this guy's probably making $20 million a year and his company's putting out shit like this. This is just flat out racism. There's nothing that they could be like, oh, that was the new Skibbity Toilet character. Like, there's nothing. They can't be like, oh, you didn't see the Bluey Halloween special? There's nothing, man. They could be like, hey, the new Super Mario Brothers. This is the hidden character. You don't watch past the credits? They could say nothing. This is just a minstrel show costume, and they put a black kid in it to display it on their website. Flat out fucking racism. And the fact that this CEO gets paid this much money and this shit sneaks through the fucking cracks is unacceptable. If I was in charge of the world, fired, and you give all the money back because you're too stupid if you let shit like that go out. All right, let's hear a little bit of this guy because
this time with you. I'm here at our Nicolette Mall store, just down the block from our Minneapolis headquarters. And
bro, turn the music down a little bit. You shouldn't be competing with the music. I don't fucking get this, man. Every company that I listen to their videos, and what is that? What is the tone the music is setting, Michael? You're the CEO and you don't know basic fucking mixing? Come on, dude. 21 million and you could get a fucking TikToker to tell you, like, this music is not setting any fucking environment. It's not setting the fucking atmosphere of your talk. It's making you compete. And if you have an important message, Michael, you shouldn't be competing.
Quiet hours before the doors open. Like so many families, the Fidelki house spends a lot of time at Target.
The Fidelki house? Yeah, I bet this guy shops at Target. Give me a fucking break. Bro, does anybody believe, like I've said this before, just not about the Target CEO. I'm like, do you think the Walton heirs, who did nothing at Walmart, they did nothing at Walmart. They were just, they were lucky sperms, and they have $50 million yachts, $100 million yachts, multiple yachts. They've been on display on the internet. You can find it. I've showed you pictures. Do you think they're going for great value brands at Walmart? Do you think the Walton heirs? I'm sure the CEO is shopping at fucking Target. Give me a break. His kids go to Saks Fifth Avenue. Okay.
I've watched my kids grow up here.
Why would your kids grow up in a Target, sir? Do you not have a home?
Carts that were once full of diapers and Cat and Jack clothes are now filled with all things back to college. And as many of you know, I've grown up at Target too.
Okay, listen. Is this just like, hey, I'm just like you guys, except I make a livable wage and I don't have to budget anything. I own my home, guys. And I know here at Target, we don't pay enough to buy a house, but I'm just like you. Yeah, I don't need to hear any more of this. Wait, how much do they pay him? That's what I want to find out. Compensate. Whenever you look up a CEO, by the way, into Google, look up compensation package. That's what you have to do. Yeah, see, here it is. Annual base salary, 1.3 million. Oh, he gets stock-based awards valued at 12.1 million. Interesting. I wonder, let's see how many stock buybacks Target did. Target stock buybacks. And by the way, stock buybacks were illegal till 1982, and fucking Reagan legalized them. Yeah, it crashed the whole market. Yeah, it's artificial inflation of the stock market. Yeah, companies do it instead of investing in, I don't know, the people who make that company that money. They're not putting it back into the workers. They're just buying their own stock so they can get these $12 million compensation packages. It should fucking be illegal again. Buybacks. Ooh, sorry. Stock buybacks. Oh, and do this. If you work for a company, look it up. Target. Oh, they paused their active share repurchases right now. Let's see. Remaining capacity. The company remains substantial authorization estimated around $8.3 to $8.4 billion to buy back their stocks. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. Let's look up, what year is it? 2025. Let's look up stock buybacks 2025. In 2025, Target repurchased a 750 to 800 million of its stock, leaving 8.4 billion remaining. Oh my God. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is a simple fucking equation. The new CEO comes in, they're like, hey, we're going to pay $1 million, but listen, you buy back those stocks and he's like, oh, okay. And he's like, how about we spend about 800 million buying back our stocks in 2025? And they're like, sounds good. Don't give it to any of the employees. Let them eat shit. And he's like, gotcha. I'll release a video. He's like, hey guys, man, I left my kids at Target and let them grow up here. I was on a yacht with my wife or something. I don't know. But yeah, Cat and Jack, is that like a brand we have? And we do the minstrel costumes every year. I'm just like you guys. He's like, but anyways, no raises, you little dickheads. We gotta buy some stocks back. And Daddy's going to the fucking Mykonos island in Greece. You know? What a twat. Fuck all these people. And that's what socialism is all about. We remove the CEO. Socialism is, you can look at it as we remove the CEO and we spread that wealth back into the people who created the wealth. The fruits of their own labor, as Jesse Waters said yesterday on the Fox News show where I was playing it for you, where he spoke with Abdul Al-Sayed. And he was like, I think people should be entitled to the fruits of their own labor. And it's like, billionaires don't labor, man. They let their money sit. Or most of them are generational wealth Nepo babies. You can read the studies. But I agree with Jesse Waters on Fox News. People should reap the fruits of their own labor. And what that means is the workers shouldn't be working their asses off for a 2% raise, which is a negative raise because Donald Trump's inflation. Have you even said thank you? They shouldn't be working to get negative money. Your money is worth so much less than it was in the fucking 70s. And some of you were like cheering it on, which I see you. I see you. Stop it. And instead, those CEOs, they don't do much, right? They allowed this to happen. Hey, listen, MAGA, if you're the ones that are like, hey, CEOs work really hard. Man, they didn't work that hard. Look what happened. Look at what happened. You know, they let this one sneak through the cracks and get all the way online and get up for sale. And then the internet had a big like, hey, are you really doing that? And Target was like, oh, whoopsie. Oh, whoopsie. Whoops, in the year of our Lord 2026, this is how you fucking do Halloween, Target? This is your Halloween costume, Target? In the year of Jesus Christ 2026, what do you think he would say, Brian Fidelki or whatever the fuck your name is? I hope you have to face him one day. With great power comes great responsibility. And that great power of stock buybacks that you did last year of $800 million, I would think you could handle shit like this. And clearly you're not cut out for the job. Let me just say so. Guy on the internet says you're not cut out for him, pal. And let me just say, for next year, I would say send every costume my way. I would like to see every costume on my desk. It's not like they sell 7,000 costumes. You know, this isn't Spirit Halloween. It's fucking Target. There's like 3 aisles that they start doing in August, you know? Like, guy, you could have just went to the store. They're like, oh, no, that's racist. Oh, no, we can't do... No, guys, we can't do that one. Who did this? Stephen Miller? Are you still on the board? Old Stephen Miller. I thought you were working with Trump. Uh-huh. You go, girl. I just want to slip that in. Oh, the chat was frozen. Wait, did I just see Charlie Kelly? Hold on. Charlie Kelly. I saw you. Charlie. Oh, gee, the chat was really frozen. By the way, I'm Rob. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. Join me on the road to 15,000 subs. I got to get there in a few minutes. And if we don't get there, we're going to have to try again tomorrow. But I can't do it without you, you know? And whether you hate me or not, it doesn't stop me from wanting you to have healthcare paid for by billionaires. So I don't give a shit. You know, MAGA, come in here and be like, jobless loser, live in your mom's basement. Nice hair, nice hat. I can smell you from here. All your basic fucking 6th grade insults that I'm like, dude, good thing fucking words don't affect me. Good thing I don't give a shit what pedo voters care. But even you guys, let me just say this. Let me take a special moment to say this to MAGA. MAGA, through all your closeted rage and you guys crashing Grindr, which probably irritates, my gay friends. When you go to their cities and you're crashing their app, like, stop it. But through all that closeted rage, MAGA, I still want you to have healthcare. I don't think you should lose your home because you got cancer. I don't think you should have to work 7 days a week and then go to Uber after. I do not think you should not take a vacation or use your vacation days because you're sick. I think in the year of our Lord 2026, I've been fucking around long enough to know that that's no good, folks. We could do better. As one Slovenian whore said, be best. Okay? Now, I have to take care of some... what do they call it in meetings? Now we have to take care of some, not personal business, but they're like, now let's take care of the nitty gritty. I don't know. I haven't been in a corporate meeting in a long time. Charlie Kirk costume? Ooh, that'd be a great one. Pez dispenser with the head coming. Anyways, Charlie, I'm glad I found you because one of your comments last night, like I tried to write you and I was like, hey, did you see there's new Always Sunny episodes? Always Sunny in Philadelphia? There's 2 new episodes out. I didn't even know they were doing another season. The newer seasons are, you know, they're, I think the guy's got a lot going on and they can't put the into writing them. But Charlie, I also listened to Little Sparrow by Dolly Parton. We'll get to Dolly Parton in a minute. And great album. I did not know they did Collective Soul's Shine, or Dolly did a Shine cover. Dolly Parton does a cover of Shine? Like, what the fuck? Dude, you didn't tell me that. That was a great surprise, and I thank you, Charlie. By the way, if you're new here, say something in the chat, you know? You could be like William and show off how dumb you are. Nothing racist about that costume. Unless you're being sarcastic, which the sarcasm font, you have to capitalize every other letter. That's what we've decided here in our little community. I know it takes a while, and until these dickheads in Silicon Valley create a sarcasm app or a sarcasm font, which I've been pleading. I've been pleading since fucking MySpace, you know? Like, do a sarcasm font. You have bold, italic, Bomdani, or whatever, you know? Like, we can't do sarcasm? What the fuck, man? What have people been doing? We need hoverboards and sarcasm font. Natalie Harp. The Dizzy Unicorn. These people saying it's racist do not want black neighbors. And you can tell none of them know black people. You can tell. Is Charlie still here? Collender, what's up? I wouldn't even argue with the people who are saying it's not racist, you know, because number one, you don't want to argue with somebody who doesn't know history, you know, like even the smidgenest bit, you know, you just don't want to, because they'll start citing like, you know, I don't know. They'll start being like, well, what do you think about the dinosaurs? They'll just say some stupid shit, you know. It's like arguing with Donald Trump. You can't. You kind of got to be like, all right, buddy. Yep, everybody loves you. You're the best ever. That's why gas is more expensive. Excellent. You're so... Look at how cute you are. You should poop your pants right now. You just can't argue with them, you know? You can just show them this and be like, this is clearly a minstrel show costume. This is why they did this, you know? Tell me the character this is. Tell me what Scooby-Doo character that is, you absolute dickwad. You just don't want to argue with them. When they say, like, that's not racist, just be like, oh, we see the race. Oh, look, there's the racist. The racist is the one saying that's not racism, just like Donald Trump. Good people on both sides. There's very fine people on both sides. We're like, all right, dude, all right. Showing the hand a little bit, sir, but okay. Now we know what team you're on. The you will not replace us crowd. The fucking old tiki torch crowd. All right. And Dave Portnoy still went along with it. That absolute dickwad from Barstool Sports. Sit and spin, dickhole. So I just wouldn't argue with them. But MAGA, I'll tell you what, man. As much as I don't want a racist to have health care, I'm still fighting for you to have health care. Still fighting. But Charlie, did you... Maybe I missed Charlie respond. Charlie, there, Little Sparrow won a Grammy. Didn't know that. Excellent. And Charlie, did you watch the new It's Always Sunny? I'm sorry. I got to handle some personal business because I lost the comments. I can't find Charlie Kelly on my comments, so I have to do this here. You're going to have to just wait a second. We'll get back to the show in a minute. God damn. Stop rushing me. Charlie is here. Yeah, I just read his thing. I just didn't know if I was missing it. Anyways, what else do we have to talk about? Oh, did you see this? I wanted to show you guys this. Volodymyr Zelensky. I just like this quote. I remember seeing it a long time ago. I think when America was like, oh, there's a war in Ukraine. Remember that? That was a long time ago, man. You guys remember that? And there was like people like gave a shit. Everybody changed their avatar to like blue and yellow. That's crazy. And then Donald Trump had him over and was like, nice suit, you dick. Everybody's like, what? You have Kid Rock in the White House. I'm talking about suits. That guy's wearing that guy vajazzles his fucking scarves, you know, like Kid Rock. Yeah, are we talking about the same Robert Ritchie who has fucking bedazzled fucking bell bottoms? Like, get out of here, dude. Are you serious right now? But I thought this was a great quote. Because a president saying, I do not want my picture in your offices. The president is not an idol, an icon, or a portrait. Hang your kids' photos instead and look at them every time you're making a decision. And think about Donald Trump. He hangs his portrait everywhere. Everywhere. Out in public. Old Daddy Epstein's watching you. Old Epstein's best friend is watching you. What else do we got on the agenda? Is this where he says? No. Oh, by the way, hold on. I want to play this other thing of Donald Trump. Oh. Did you guys see this? Does anybody play PlayStation? I'll be on Twitch later. If you're on Twitch, find me on Twitch. Rev, R-E-V, Rob, R-O-B-B, Hood, H-O-O-D. I Twitch the Fortnites. But I've been telling you guys, this is why you need to hit subscribe. I infotained you. A little bit of entertainment, a lot of info. I've been telling you that they're not selling you a product. Sony is blatantly to your face saying, oh, you thought you bought, oh, did you just buy Wolverine on digital because it comes out September 15th? Oh, you think you own that? That's adorable. You bought a license, dummy. You bought a $70 license, and if we want to take it away from you, we'll take it away from you. I'm not joking. Software is licensed to you, not sold. They're telling you to your face. And what I've been trying to teach you is most digital storefronts, Amazon, whoever, I'm trying to think who you can buy shit from. Fandango, Amazon, Voodoo, Udoo. What are the other digital storefronts? I know Amazon's a big one because Amazon went to court to fight that their customers knew they were buying a license. Kiss my pensic. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Hold on one second. Hold on. Just washed my green beans and a little Dawn and Barbicide since they smelled bad. Ugh. Oh man, food is dangerous now. 2026, food can kill you. Excellent. We're really going back to that Gilded Age. But this is what Sony's letting you know. They're emailing people saying that, like, hey, we know you think you bought and owned a game through our digital store, but you silly bitches, you didn't read the terms. You just bought a digital license. And at any moment, if we say, nope, we don't like you, you don't own that game, silly goose. We do. You bought the license. And what good does that do if we just take the game away? And Jeff Bezos has gotten to court with Amazon because some lady had like Cheer Dogs Volume 4 and it was removed from her library and she sued them. And they were like, oh, no. We only had the license to that. And she's like, but I bought it. And they were like, no, you bought the license. As soon as we lost the license, you lost the content. And this is how everything's going. And I'm trying to wake people up to this because you think they're going to walk any of this back? Do you think they're going to like not exacerbate this? Do you think this is not going to get tenfold worse? You know? Like, just think, do you guys remember, like, Rent-A-Center where you could go? Is Rent-A-Center still a thing? Where you could go and, like, rent a couch and pay, you know, basically a couch payment in, like, a week for, like, 12 months, and then you'd own the couch even though you paid, like, 15 times more. This is what they're trying to do. This is capitalism. They're like, let's see if we can really rob these people. No, we're not going to pay them anymore. And my whole thing is like, what if we just gave you all our money? Would that make you content? You know? But Sony, and they also announced like, hey, there's no more discs. We're not doing the discs. We're not going to sell. We're just digital. That's it. So you only buy licenses and you'll never own a game again. This is why my generation, the elder millennials, the Gen Xers, I don't know who else, because we were kind of the generations that came up with video games and the discs, CDs, VHS tapes. And I always say, I got a huge DVD library. People complain about it. It takes up space. And I'm like, yeah, but Jeff Bezos can't say I take that media back because I own the license. You know, like I can watch any movie I want at any time because I own the disc. I would watch out if they, like, just like Sony is not going to sell a PS5 with that can put in discs. You have to buy everything digital. You have to buy all the licenses digital, so you actually don't own the games. If they stop selling DVD players and VHS, VCRs, I would start. Those are red flags. Go to secondhand shops, buy all the DVDs again. Thank you, Kiss My Pensick. Appreciate you for the $10 super chat. I'm supported by viewers like you. You could support the channel that way. You could cash at me. You could just hit subscribe. That's for free, and then hit the notifications to all. Deadbeat Rad. You, Rob from the Mikey Show. Yes, you have to be as old as I am. My God, I haven't heard that name. I haven't heard that show name in fucking years, man. Years. That's cool. How you been? How you been, Deadbeat Rad? Are things all right? Okay, so I wanted to show you this. So if you got an email from Sony, what they're telling you is fuck you to your face. They're saying, yeah, go ahead and buy our digital games. You don't own them. Which, why would you pay to own a game that you don't own? You know what I mean? It's bananas, man. It's bananas. It's absolutely banana. It's a banana. It's a banana, man. Wait, did I not take another picture where he said Dolly Parton loves me? No, I just took this. All right, so we're going to talk about this real quick. Dolly gave 350 million books to children. I met you back in the day. You and Sarah. Oh, yeah. Me and Ashley. Oh, that's cool. Or Ashley, quote unquote. What food is not recalled? JS, good to see you, number one. Number two, the list might be shorter if we just saying what's not recalled. The ginger dad ranting about his kids' books from Dolly Parton fire. Oh my God, are you talking about Swaggy McBaggy? Are you talking about Pearl Mania? Are you talking about Pearl Mania, the YouTuber? He always goes viral. I'll find that and I'll play that. If that's Pearl Mania. I didn't know that. But here, before we do that, remind me about that. Here is Donald Trump on Glenn Beck. Fuck you, Glenn Beck. You know, with a hot fucking wrought iron. Like, Glenn Beck is such a douchebag. Absolute douchebag. The worst people like Glenn Beck. The world would be better if he would just sew his mouth shut. Okay? This is a joke channel. It's all entertainment. We're just joking. A lot of Glenn Beck fans here. Jesus.
We all knew her so well. I knew her a little bit. She wasn't a very political person. She really liked me, I will tell you. But she also wanted to stay very, she was of the opinion, the 50%, who needs to lose. I don't think it's 50. I think it's probably 20% of the fans, okay, not 50. But she was a great person, and she was just a nice person. I liked her a lot. And I thought it was a natural thing to lower the flags. We all knew her so well. I knew her.
We all knew her so well. Yeah, I'm sure you knew her so well. Hold on. Pearl Mania and Dolly Parton. Let me see if this is it. So anyways, Donald Trump says that Dolly Parton, he knew her so well, she loved him. Yada, yabba, yabba, or whatever he was saying. And this is Dolly Parton. I'm going to fast forward to the end because I do want to play Pearl Mania. I haven't seen his stuff. Where Dolly Parton say, of course Black Lives Matter.
But I do understand people having to make themselves known and felt and seen. And of course Black Lives Matter. Do we think our little white asses are the only ones that matter?
Oh, interesting. And then here is a clip of, hold on, her on stage with Lily Tomlin and... Who is that? Who is that? I don't know who that is. A 9 to 5 reunion. By the way, 9 to 5, the song is a union, so it's like workers' rights song, okay? So this is why it's like very unbelievable that I know Donald Trump says everybody likes him. Remember just last week when he said Kim Jong-un has never said a bad word about me. He says great things about me. And I brought up the fucking article how Kim Jong-un called him a dotard. You know what I mean? So guys, if you still believe in Donald Trump, do you have a brain injury? Are you in like a subacute fucking hospital or something? Are you in like long-term care? Like, is something wrong with you? Stop voting. Jesus Christ, you're irresponsible. But here's Lily Tomlin and Dolly Parton, where Dolly steps back. And this is what I was saying yesterday. I love that Dolly speaks out. I absolutely despise when people go, I'm not getting political. Because Dolly, when you say Black Lives Matter, when you say gay people should just exist, that's fine. Just love them, don't judge them. That's political. Everything in this country is political. The elder generations have taught you don't talk politics. And apparently she really didn't want to split her audience, but she should have. This is why I love Kurt Cobain so much. Because Kurt Cobain put in the fucking liner notes of one of his albums. I forget which one. You can look it up. I didn't think I was going to mention this today. I would have looked it up. Kurt Cobain put in the liner notes, if you're a homophobe, a racist, a misogynist, something else, he said, don't buy our albums and don't come to our shows. He wasn't scared of splitting his audience. He was like, this is who I am, and fuck you if you're for these things I stand against. And goddamn, we lost an icon too soon. So I wish Dolly would have done stuff like that, because it's not going to hurt her bottom line, you know? And that's why they do it. That's why they say don't talk to politics, because they're like, I don't want to divide my fans. I want everybody to come to my show. That's why I don't like Dave Grohl, because he says shit like that. You know, everybody come to my show. Really, Dave? Nazis? You want Nazis at your show, right, Dave? Okay, that's what you're saying, you know? Kurt was like, nah. God. But if you think Dolly Parton liked Trump, why did she stand there while her two good friends that did the 9 to 5 movie, why did she write a song 9 to 5? That's an anti-Trump song.
Did that, and personally, I have been waiting for a 9 to 5 reunion ever since we did the first one.
Well, back in 1980 in that movie, we refused to be controlled by a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot. Really? And in 2017, we still refuse to be controlled by a sexist, egotistical, lying, hypocritical bigot.
Look at that. 9 to 5 is an anti-Trump movie and anti-Trump song. Let me explain this. Let me dumb it down in layman's terms. Hey, MAGA, you know when you watch Donald Trump on The Apprentice? He was the boss that would say, you're fired. 9 to 5 is anti that shit. Anyways, Lily Tomlin is great. Lindsay, she's awesome. Mystery meat, it's what's for dinner. Oh, no, I'm not politicizing shit. What? Politicize? Everything is politics, guys. Everything. If somebody tells you don't talk politics, you can't speak. Everything. Everything. And the funny thing about people who say don't talk politics, they're the ones that are like, we need the government intervening in your healthcare. We need the government to fucking make the choice between you and your doctor. Ladies, you know, you should not be able to see a doctor and make your own decisions. The government's going to regulate that. Like, they want everything fucking regulated while they tell you small government. Government's so small that Donald Trump's buying private fucking companies, buying parts of private companies, which I thought that was like kind of communist, but I don't know. I guess when your audience is really stupid, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My smartphone made me dumb. If that's not a true statement, Swaggy McBaggy, I don't know what is. The mystery meat kind of looks like Totino's pizza. It's a Totino's pizza roll. Now we're all, Nurse Rod, best comment of the day. Now we're all eating the cats and dogs. Donald Trump said they're eating the cats and dogs, and Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports was like, yeah, I knew it. Friggin' Haitians in Ohio or whatever it was. You know, he's like, I'm gonna go on a tirade about that. I hate Dave Portnoy. He's such a fucking Nepo baby douche. Misogynist twat. Anyways, it's so funny that Donald Trump said they're eating the dogs and cats, and now he's giving you mystery meat. He's selling you dogs and cats, maybe. I don't know. Supporting Trump in this economy? I spelled this wrong. Number one, love the fuck. Hold on, I don't take attendance. I spelled this wrong. It's here. Love the name, and my God, I think we have a runner-up for almost other best comment of the day. New bit we're doing. Greatest comment of the day. Now we're eating the cats and dogs. Runner-up, supporting Trump in this economy. Oh wait, did you not say? Are you laughing at somebody else? Chief. Holy shit! I'm gonna have to take a second from fuck. Did Smoking Blondie say that? No, she said everything is political, which is right. I just got to take a moment, Chief. I haven't seen you in a long time. How you been? And this is what I do. Hit subscribe. You know, you come here long enough, I will pause the goddamn show to check in with you. I just want to know. You know, is everything going? You know, as miserable as it can be in this goddamn hellscape that we're living under these pedos. But I hope you're doing well, man. And that's true. I am the vibe coach here. I am your official vibe coach. It's not like Dr. Dre or anything. This is official. This is official. I've been ordained by the vibrations, radically endured and ordained through the higher power of the source God, the one united river of dreams that Billy Joel talked about. I am your vibe coach. You said it. There we go, Chief. There we go, Chief. Here we go. It's good to see you, man. Holy shit. It's been so long. Hold on, Dizzy. Sorry you've never met your dad. Oh, man. Dizzy, you all right? Your dad's coming back. I believe he's just going out for cigarettes. That's it, man. You know, he's got to afford those cigarettes first. Cigarettes must be expensive. Dizzy, don't worry. Your dad's coming back. And here's the other thing. If your dad doesn't come back, it was meant to be. You're better off without him. He might never tell you he loves you, but that's not for you to understand, you know? With God, all things are possible. Mark 10:27. You can do this, Dizzy. You can overcome that hurt and that tragedy you're enduring. Let it go, man. The art of surrender. That's what it is. McDonald's, etc. can and should be serving wild boar. I want to say I've had wild boar. I forget if when I was in Hawaii, if it was just pig or wild. I think it was just pig. But we saw wild boar, and those things are terrifying. They are like a bullet out of hell when they're running, and they're big. And they're fat. They're fast, man. You never knew. You never knew until you seen it. By the way, my movie recommendation of the day is Hunt for the Wilder People. You want to have a good laugh and forget about the hellscape we're living in? Go watch Hunt for the Wilder People. It's so great. Or buy the license. You know, buy the license to have the movie until they take it away from you. And you're like, hey, I paid for that. Oh, what's up, Salty Slay? I didn't even see you sneak in. I didn't even see you, man. Come on, man. I'm 100% the McRib is wild boar. Listen, if I found out the McRib was wild boar, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be going, where do you buy wild boar? By the way, McRib is coming back in like 2 months. We looked that up because somebody else brought up the McRib. And it comes back around every Thanksgiving-ish. So, just so everybody knows. Did anybody else have the McRibs in school? Like we had, I forget what they called it. It wasn't called a McRib, but it was like a McRib sandwich at school. And that thing was fucking delectable, man. Man, I cherished that school lunch. That one. Sneaky Panda. Great name. Great name. I don't think a panda could be sneaky. And why are they black and white? Like, what the fuck kind of camouflage is that? Anyways, let me get this straight. If Obama died tomorrow, then Trump isn't supposed to acknowledge it and put flags at half-staff? Did he not put flags at half-staff for Dolly? I know here in Massachusetts, the order came down. The order came down, man. And all flags at half-staff until September 1st, I believe. You had soy burgers, Charlie Kelly? Dude, would you go to high school last year? Soy burgers? Are you serious? That's wild. Square pizza. Square fucking pizza day. Oh my God. And then I remember when our school like cut a deal with Taco Bell and they had those churro chips. I remember that we had Taco Bell day. And then I think Papa Gino's day. That was rare. Few and far between. You had to bring $1.25. And now, just so you know, we tax millionaires in Massachusetts. We put a wealth tax in Massachusetts. 4% on anything over two or 3 million. I forget. And guess what? No kid has to bring lunch money to school. They all get breakfast and lunch for free. And you can get a bachelor's degree for free in this state because of a wealth tax. So it works, folks. It works. And none of the billionaires and millionaires left. I was pleading with them. When they were sending the flyers saying, hey, we'll all leave, I would write them back and be like, please do. And do not come back, Rob. What? Your school's partnering with Taco Bell? Yeah, man. Capitalism. This is the only good thing about capitalism. Wait. No one's someone. Unicorn is crossing lines? Hold on. People, they can't cross lines. He's not crossing lines. Hold on. Where's Unicorn? Your dad died because he hated you. Also learn the difference between you and yours. You and your. I know the difference. I know you ain't talking to me with that fucking tone. Yeah, even if my dad died because he hated me. My other dad, God, died because he loved me. So suck a dick, Unicorn. He called us libtards. Dude, tell us how uneducated you are. Seriously. Nobody here is a liberal. We're the radical left that the Republicans fearmonger with you every day. Every day the Republicans are like, the radical left is coming for the land you don't own. They're going to redistribute your wealth. And you're like, I'm wealthy? And they're like, well, not really you, but us. We need you to do the dirty work. And you're like, on it, sir. On it, sir. I'll call them all libtards. No, we're not liberals. We are the radical left. We want healthcare. We want 3-day work week. We want fucking billionaires to be taxed into extinction. You know, we want all the Epstein people in prison. We want to free Luigi and give him 10 to 20, 30, 40 pardons and say, have at, bro. Have at. Is Dizzy Fatherson? Oh my God, Primal. Okay, now we're competing for best conspiracy theory of the comments. Primal screams, is Dizzy Fatherson? If you don't know, Fatherson is another MAGA that comes in here every single day. So I think he started a new account, the Dizzy Unicorn. I love it. I love it. That's best chat. Because you know all MAGA. I've showed you the screenshots and stuff when they forget to log into their other account. And they're like, as a black woman, I voted for Trump for da-da-da. And it's like some white senator. And you're like, sir, I don't think you switched accounts, sir. And he's like, oh, whoops. My black woman friend took my Twitter. I was hacked. I think that was Smoking's theory. Oh, sorry if I missed it. Smoking, best theory of the day. Best tinfoil comment of the day. It's Fatherson, we know it's you. It's adorable. And you know what will happen? Hey, Smoking, so this is what will happen. In like 3 days, Fatherson will be coming in here and we'll be like, oh, good to see you again. He'll be like, what? I haven't been here in days. And then he'll reference something from the show and we'll be like, right. He couldn't stay away. It's okay. It's okay, man. Listen, if you're hate watching me, you think I have a problem with that? I need all the views I can get, bitches. Ted Cruz's dad is the Zodiac killer. All right, I think you just got Trump smoking. Sorry. I think Dizzy... Oh, that's interesting. Why do you think Dizzy is a female? I think a lot of the MAGA females that come in here, they speak like a dude. You know what I mean? Like, girls don't have, like, I have a potty mouth. So I think a lot of the times that gives it away. But you might be right, because Dizzy Unicorn has been a little tepid, you know? Dizzy isn't denying. I haven't seen a comment from Dizzy. Though this is a little too much attention for them. Let's get back to the joking around. Let's get back to the fun stuff, okay? The meat is poison. Dolly Parton didn't always love you. Oh, and this is what I wanted to show you. The House Republicans advance their deregulations on heat safety standards. This is from constructionpros.com or something. I linked this because if you do work outdoors, you got to be careful. Oh, good God. This is why when Donald Trump says like, oh, Dolly Parton loved me, I'm like, I'm pretty sure her dad worked outdoors. and you're trying to kill those guys. You're actively like, I don't give a fuck if it's hot out. Do you think I care? I've never worked a day outside my life, you know? He's like, he probably has a guy with an umbrella following him around at golf. But yeah, I wanted to bring this to your attention because I've brought this up a few times. But when Republicans are like, we're for workers, or Donald Trump says, Dolly Parton liked me, who wrote a union anti-Trump song in 9 to 5. Go listen to it. Understand what it means. Go look at the lyrics. You can do that now. When I was growing up, you had to guess. Excuse me, well, I kissed this guy. Oh, Jimi Hendrix is gay? You got the lyrics wrong, dickhead. Oh, sorry. It's my hearing. But I wanted to show you this because this is horrifying. That in this article that I linked down below, you can see all the Democrats voted against it. Okay. I think they knew they were in the losing side. They were like, let's just look good. Because Democrats aren't for the workers either. Remember Joe Biden broke up that fucking the rail workers strike, and then East Palestine, Ohio happened? Remember that? Yeah, fuck Joe Biden. I don't say let's go Brandon. I say fuck Joe Biden. How's that, MAGA? You know, for not being politically correct. Yep. Anyways. OSHA's proposal sets 2 thresholds. A heat index at 80 degrees, employers would supply a quart of cool drinking water per worker per hour. Shaded or air-conditioned break areas, paid rest breaks as needed, and an acclimatization plan for new and returning workers. At 90 degrees, employers would add a paid 15-minute break every 2 hours, a buddy system or supervisor observation, and a pre-shift hazard alert. Water, shade, and a break. A few small changes to protect our vulnerable workforce in the field. In the field! And the Republicans don't want any of this to go through. Why? Because the corporations that pay the Republicans go, oh, we would have to provide a quart of water per worker, air-conditioned, and paid breaks? That's going to cost us money. And how are we going to make all the money? That comes out of our paycheck. And how are we going to buy more land? How are we going to buy another yacht? I have kids to send to Yale and donate an entire wing to so they get in because the kids are kind of stupid. Like Jared Kushner. His dad had to donate $2.5 million to Harvard because his son's kind of stupid. Instead of giving a shit about you. And I'm just going to take a guess here. A lot of MAGA works outside in the heat, so this might affect you. You're welcome, MAGA. You're welcome, MAGA. Just giving you the heads up that everybody you voted for is stripping you of your heat protections. Excellent. Excellent. On to the next thing. Oh, yeah, the Klan was true. Here's the Target apology. They posted a minstrel costume with a black kid in it because, you know, they're racist dipshits. And this was their apology. As a company, we know we got this wrong. You know? So don't let it go on the website. If you knew you got it, you were like, oh, we knew from the get-go somebody was going to figure this out. We're trying to sneak one by. We are deeply sorry. No, you're not. You're a company. You don't have feelings. The costume is offensive and should never have been part of our assortment. It is no longer available for sale. We know this is especially hurtful for our black guests, team members, and partners. Bro. Hold on. Let me get to my club or something. I'm not sure. Removing the costume is an important first step, and the company is looking closely at how this happened and what needs to change to ensure this won't happen again. Right. I'm sure they're looking right into it. I'm sure today they're like, God damn it, Steve, did you do that? Steve. He's always got like nooses on his desk and stuff. Steve's crazy. I don't know. I would say like, pretty sure these products don't magically appear and there's a big process. I don't know. Has anybody ever worked in the corporate world? It's not like one rogue guy just uploads a fucking costume. Like this was looked at, deliberated on, planned for a fall launch. Okay, Target. Okay. That snuck through the ranks. All right. I would say fire everybody then. Fire all those higher uppers, and I would give all of your workers fucking 500% raise. No, what did Donald Trump say? 1,500% he was going to take off prescriptions? Give them a 1,500% raise. Or just give them a percentage raise that you give your CEOs every year, which is something around like 300%. Just do that to make good. Bah! You can read that. I posted that. Hold on. That's the Sony thing. Okay. What is the other news I had? Oh, where is it? Oh, where? Hold on. Here it is. Okay, so remember yesterday, if you were here yesterday, if not, go back and watch it, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, just start hitting buttons, man. But you want to get notified, because I go live at 4:20, but that's like, you know, I'm a little late sometimes. So if you get notified, it will be like, bing, hey, he's live. And you're like, finally, this absolute moron's going now, you know. I like when Gma comes in and she tries to guess what time, and I beat it. I like when she guesses later and I'm early, I'm like, yes! Yesterday, we were talking about Abdul Al-Sayed. And Jesse Waters had him on, and he dunked all over Jesse Waters, Fox News host, right here. And then Jesse Waters did a follow-up today, and listen to this. He has a man crush. I think because Jesse Waters told Abdul El-Sayed that he was circumcised, so now he's like, oh, I wonder why he asked that. You think he's into me?
In this case, I thought the interview was fine. Thought it was compelling. He's a confident guy, kind of a guy's guy, but I don't trust him. You know, I like him. I don't want to like him. I like him for...
I wish he was like, I don't trust him. He seems like a heartbreaker. And he's married. Because this is a smitten kitten right here. You have to go watch this video. Find this video. It's clipped on YouTube. It's on Twitter. Find this video because Jesse Waters is a smitten kitten. I know this face, and when he's like doing the old bashful, like, it was a fine interview. You think he likes me? I don't trust him. He's probably a heartbreaker. Has he said anything? You know, like, this is Jesse Waters. Listen to the tone. Listen to his cadence. Listen to the butterflies in his voice.
In this case, I thought the interview was fine.
Did he say something?
Thought it was compelling.
Dude, you have a crush. Oh my God, Jesse Waters in love. Jesse Waters and El-Sayed sitting in a tree. How does that shit go? How does that rhyme go? K-I-S-S. I don't remember that rhyme, but you guys know the rhyme I'm talking about.
He's a confident guy, kind of a guy's guy, but I don't trust him.
I trust him. He's a heartbreaker. You can tell. Yeah, I looked in his eyes. I was like, this guy's a heartbreaker. I should fall in love.
You know, I like him. I don't...
We know you do.
Want to like him.
I know you don't want to like him, but you think it's love?
Like him for some stupid reason, but he's not right for Michigan.
I thought he was going to say he's not right for me. He's just not right for me. Let's face it, guys. This isn't my man. Dude, is that not adorable? Listen, as much as like I think Jesse Waters is a poison to America. Listening to him fall in love with Abdul El-Sayed is so adorable. It's the most adorable thing I've ever heard come out of his mouth, and I've heard a lot of bullshit come out of this guy's mouth. I'm like, wow, this guy. We're watching somebody fall in love, you know, and it's kind of miraculous. You're like, God, man, I wish I had that feeling, you know, like just watching his mannerisms and his bashful fucking body language and how he's like, oh, I like him, but I don't want to like him, but I don't trust him. He seems like a heartbreaker. Oh my God. Like everybody can identify with that. You know, when your friends are like, so how'd it go? How'd that first thing go? And he's like, oh God, did he say something? Is he being clipped in the news about me? And like that really... Like, I hate Jesse Waters. I hate this motherfucker. I hate this dude. But that was one moment where I was like, so he is human. So he does have feelings. And that was really, really cute to watch Jesse Waters become a smitten kitten for Abdul El-Sayed. That's why I had to play that audio for you. This is so adorable. I'm like, holy shit, I really enjoyed this segment.
In this case, I thought the interview was fine. thought he was compelling. He's a confident guy, kind of a guy's guy, but I don't trust him. You know, I like him. I don't want to like him. I like him for some stupid reason, but he's not right for Michigan.
I wish he said he's not right for me. He's just not right. I like him for some stupid reason. Maybe it's those goddamn alluring brown eyes. Oh, he smelled so good like oud. Oh, you know. That was so cute, Jesse. That was the cutest way to wrap up your show. I'm so glad you did that, and that's recorded. Somebody play that for Abdul El-Sayed. I don't want to like him, but I do. That's what he said. He's like, I don't want to like him, but I like him. I don't trust him. That sounds like every fucking person who's falling in love, and they know. And maybe Jesse doesn't trust him because he's married. You know, he's like, I don't trust him. He said we would catch coffee sometime, and I don't trust him. He's married. Fucking crazy. That was so. That, like, you know, I needed that. I needed to see Jesse Waters fall in love with another dude today. I needed to see that. I'll be very honest. Like, seeing that pure, unadulterated, just genuine love, the butterflies in your tummy, the not knowing, the knowing you're not knowing, but just following your heart. Like, I needed to see that. I want to drink that with a straw. Good to see that on Hump Day. Yeah, new cut. Right? I'm going to play that again. This is the best clip of the day. If you don't know, yesterday, Jesse Waters from Fox News interviewed Abdul El-Sayed, and they went at it, and El-Sayed dunked on him, like owned him. It was like, Jesse, I didn't know you were for the billionaires defending Beyonce right now. And then they got into circumcision talk, and I think that made Jesse Waters a smitten kitten. Because listen to this. This is a day after wrapping up.
In this case, I thought the interview was fine. Thought he was compelling. He's a confident guy, kind of a guy's guy, but I don't trust him. You know, I like him. I don't want to like him. I like him for some stupid reason, but he's not right for Michigan.
How funny is that? Everyone here has heard their friends say that about somebody at one point. I like him. I don't want to like him, but I like him for some stupid reason. Oh my goodness. Jesse is blushing. Blushing behaviors. Hold on. But Jesse's blushing. Okay, hold on. Let me just check. Yeah. I didn't get to that clip. Oh my God, Beck talking to AI George Washington. I didn't get to that. There's so much shit I did not get to. Oh, why are you shutting off the light on me? But I got to do some stuff because I'm going on Twitch. Later. Let me show you my Twitch. By the way, Jess is on Twitch right now. Jess is on Twitch right now. So if you're on Twitch, go, I forget Jess's Twitch, but Jess is live on Twitch right now. So feel free to go watch Jess game. Watch her game. She's rad too. And then I'll be live on Twitch later. This is my Twitch if you want to come follow me and just hang out. I don't have a camera set up yet. I'm still figuring out Twitch, so calm down. I'm a fucking elder millennial. You know, like I don't know all the technology. But if you want to follow me on Twitch, go ahead and we'll go live like 8:15-ish. I'll be late. Let's just say that. Tonight. And we'll just have fun. You can watch me get the crap scared out of me because people sneak up on me and talk a lot of shit. So, guys, I love you. Kiss my pensic. Thank you for the super chat today. Cage, good to see you. Dizzy Unicorn. Appreciate you. Hate watching. Love it. I love it. Come back. It works. You know, I feel like this is AA for MAGA. Like, keep coming back, man. It works. It works. Keep coming back. We'll head over there when you go live. Yes, Lindsay always stops by. I love that. I love seeing you guys over on Twitch. It's weird. It's like running into your teacher outside of school. You know, you're like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up, dude? So I got to go do some stuff. The day never ends. Wait. I'm gonna be coloring tonight. Oh, fucking awesome. That's what I have to fit in. That was the other thing. I'm trying to get some of my art done so I can make some stickers before Halloween. I want to give you guys some I want to get stickers out there. If anybody knows a good place to get stickers printed, like your own art, please let me know. If it's like a trustable, you know, treats workers good, fucking most likely American, hopefully, sticker place where you can get your own artwork printed as stickers, please let me know. Because I have some designs that I really want to get on stickers. I love stickers. So please, give me the heads up. Saryon, good to see you, Charlie Kelly. Go watch the new Always Sunny and let me know if you're kind of as disappointed as I am. And Smoking, Sard, Primal, Lindsay, I spelled this wrong. Dizzy Unicorn. Appreciate you hanging tough, buddy. Appreciate you hanging tough, Cage. Original Fall of Mind. Brian. Who else? If I've known someone. There's Rod, Kiss My Pansick. Make that the title of the show. Make what the title of the show? Oh shit, did I miss it? God damn. Colander. Okay, I am that is. Okay, guys. I love you. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notifications to all. I'll see you tomorrow unless you come and hang out with me tonight on Twitch. Peace. Be good to each other. Love each other. And never take shit from bullies. You know, don't bend the knee.